Hey all, welcome in. We're gonna get through this pretty fast. Won't be a super long one, but excuse my shininess. I have lotion all over my face. I just took a shower, so okay. We're gonna start out talking about this has been something that's been evolving over the last few days. Sorry if I have to stop and breathe because it's a little bit trigger warning on this topic first and foremost because it is a very heavy topic. Excuse me, guys. When I scheduled this earlier today, it was evolving and she was still missing at the time. So I have changed my thumbnail and also given a new title to this video because it is changed. So let me get the intro going really quick. It's just a minute, and then we will get going and talk about where we're at now. All right. So for those of you that don't know what we're talking about, this is it was a missing persons case out of Texas. So Savannah Soto, an 18-year-old who was 9 months pregnant, was due to be induced on Saturday at 6:30 p.m. When her family lost contact with her on Friday afternoon, they went to her apartment. They pounded on the door, no answer. They started getting very stressed out because she was 9 months pregnant due to be induced. Well, her and the boyfriend and their baby was named already. She did not have the baby. Unfortunately, she missed the induction. His name was to be Fabian. So this started off as a missing persons case. There was a lot of history in this case of previous issues between Savannah and her boyfriend, the baby's dad, Matthew Guerra. However, over social media over the weekend, it has all just been evolving into this chaotic mess. So let me say hi right quick to everybody in here, and then I'll try to run through it as fast as I can. I don't really have that great of a voice. Hey, Headstones. Hey, Far Cute. Hey, Supernatural Crime. Yeah, it's a really sad situation. Hey, Revival. Am had me in this hole. Me and Am were back and forth all day long, watching every little thing. Hey, Sheila. Hey, Christoph Fan always. Kathy P. Brittany. Marcy. Jenny O. Zero. And just before anybody asks to, I rescheduled my appointment today for Botox because of this cold that I have. So I didn't want any reactions to it. So I didn't do that. So just so you guys know. Hey, Becca, Marlene, Christina. The truth will always come out. Yeah, I didn't do it yet. I rescheduled. Hey, Okie Crime News, Carla, Grandma Sherry. Another thing I want to give a heavy warning to. There's a lot of speculation being thrown out in this case, per usual, but this one has a lot of heavy speculation involved with it, a lot of rumors. So we're going to talk about the facts. We are going to address a few of the rumors because it's being posted everywhere. And there's a reason why this is leading the direction it is. So Savannah goes missing. Her family cannot get in contact with her. She was supposed to be induced. Again, 18 years old, 9 months pregnant. Family goes to her apartment where she lived with her boyfriend, Matthew. They pound on the door. They can't get anybody to answer. They decide to go to the hospital where she's supposed to be induced. She is not there. They can't find her. So this starts in Leon County, Texas. So they're in Leon Valley, Texas. So they make a missing persons report with Leon County. So it starts in Leon County. They issue a clear report, which for those of you that don't know what a clear is, hold on, let me tell you just a moment. Sorry, guys. This crap is like really stuck in my chest. For those of you that have been following this case too, you know how like chaotic it's been. It's been an up and down roller coaster for days. It has just been on the edge of everybody's seats, and the social media has been blowing up. So let's see if it says it in this one. The clear report, I'll read you what it says. So the initial missing persons report was issued, and it says, the Leon Valley Police Department has been notified of the disappearance of Savannah Nicole Soto, who was reported missing by her family. Ms. Soto, who is pregnant and has passed her delivery date, has caused significant concern among her family members after missing an essential medical appointment. The family initially reached out to the San Antonio Police Department, and then a clear alert was issued. The Leon Valley Police Department has initiated an investigation into her disappearance. Detectives and officers are actively investigating and seeking additional witnesses and information. Savannah Nicole Soto's well-being is of utmost concern to us, if anyone has information. So that started taking place on Saturday when she failed to show up for her induction. Because of the history with her and her boyfriend, there was previous domestic violence. There's court records that support those allegations between Savannah and Matthew. However, I want to put big context into this, that all three of them, unfortunately, have been found deceased. She is no longer considered a missing person. They have all three, including the baby, the 9-month-old unborn baby, have been found deceased. So Saturday, this kicks off. They start looking for him. Social media starts popping up with crazy allegations. So I'm going to show you some of the initial news reports that were shared, just so you guys can kind of understand how we got to where we are. Oh shit, I forgot. Don't mind me. I have to renew and change my card out. So we're going to have ads for a minute.
Hey, it's Dana.
I'm not in the social media world today, so.
From StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that.
Ignore me.
The search continues for a missing pregnant teen. Savannah Soto was last seen on Friday in Leon Valley. That's northwest of San Antonio. Her family noticed something was off when she didn't show up to the hospital appointment Saturday night to be induced. She's more than a week past her due date. A clear alert was issued yesterday. These alerts are issued for missing, kidnapped, or abducted adults who are in immediate danger. Authorities say Soto could be in a gray 2013 Kia Optima.
So they were looking for a gray Kia Optima throughout the weekend. There was also reports from certain family members that there was a Cadillac involved. There was video camera footage from their apartment complex that they had said they got access to that showed Savannah and Matthew leaving the apartment complex. The mom actually of Matthew posted on her Facebook page. I will show you just a moment. Let me put me full screen here. So she posted, and the New York Post actually shared it, but TikTok has it too. I mean, it's all over the place. So that's Matthew, the baby dad, and his mother, Karen. So what it says is, if anyone knows my son, Matthew Guerra, he and his pregnant girlfriend are missing. I know my son, and he wouldn't do anything to hurt her. She is due to have her baby. Things were left behind that she packed for the hospital, including her purse. The neighbors said they heard Savannah screaming for help, and the next morning they said they saw them get into a Cadillac. My son's phone says the caller is unavailable, and their car is not at their apartment. As a mother, I know my son and his girlfriend were taken against their will because my son does what he does for money. He is not an abusive boyfriend. It's envy and those who hate on others who don't need anyone. They have something to do with my son and his girlfriend missing. Please help. If anyone knows anything, let me know, and his brothers know. Thank you. So the families start feuding on Facebook. For those of you that have been following this, the families both have some pretty extensive history. In fact, let me pull this up right quick. Hold on, Dexter wants in too. I pulled some other videos to kind of give context to this because there's a lot of people that don't understand that there is a lot of history here. So the families start feuding on social media, and there is some back and forth being posted between, well, this happened or that happened. There was no concrete evidence to show that there was a Cadillac involved at that point in time, nothing. But the Kia was confirmed. So they were looking for this 2013 gray Kia and had been. And people, news stations local to them had been getting involved. And thankfully, things had happened. But I'm going to take you back a step because unfortunately, Savannah Soto is not the first person in her family to have tragedy strike. In 2022, Savannah's younger brother, sorry again about the ads, guys. That's my fault. I totally did not renew my thing, and I should have. So Mister, what is it doing here? Hold on. Okay, now this one is what I'm going to show you guys. Let me pull you guys over here on the screen. Okay, so Savannah's younger brother, who was 15, was unfortunately killed just a couple years ago. So I'm going to play this for you guys and show you some history here of some other issues that are going on. So Christmas was already going to be hard enough because her 15-year-old brother was killed, but now she went missing with her 9-month-old unborn child that she was supposed to be induced with and the baby's dad. So social media was blowing up and there was allegations being thrown every which way.
You're shot in a West Side neighborhood.
Yeah, it all happened over on Greenside Road, not far from Callahan and Ingram. That's where we find our RJ Marquez. He joins us live. RJ, I understand a 15-year-old has died in this shooting.
That's right, Tim and Ursula. That was news that was just given to us right now by Chief William McManus, who made his way onto the scene here about 30 minutes ago. And as we said, another young teen dead here in San Antonio due to gun violence. Very sad situation. We'll hear a little bit from Chief McManus talking about just.
And the same chief that gave the update tonight was the chief that gave the update in her younger brother's shooting. Her younger brother was shot and killed over drugs.
Gun violence in just a little bit, but basically this neighborhood, guys, is right in between Culebra and Callahan roads. And what we were told is that this was initially a meeting between teens, and obviously it ended up with this one victim dead and currently 2 teens that are being held by police. They did not go as far as saying that this was a suspect in any way, just 2 teens that are being questioned and held by police right now. So police initially received a call for shots fired in the 2000 block of Alston right after 3 p.m. this afternoon. And this victim, we're told that he left his house. He actually lives in this neighborhood.
They lured him out of his house. So what actually happened is this is the younger brother. So I'm giving context to the bigger picture in this and how much tragedy has struck, unfortunately, this family. So Savannah was missing just recently, but this just happened a short time ago. And then I'm going to play you something else to show you that there is a history of things that have gone on around this family and retaliation. There's a big speculation about retaliation and gang activity potentially being involved in this. It's too early to know the exact details. Police are very limited on what they're saying, but there are reasons why people are speculating certain things, and the brother's murder is one of them. So this is why I'm doing this, so you guys can kind of understand where some of the speculation and these rumors are stemming from.
So he's someone that's known to the neighborhood. We're told that he's left his house to meet someone, and then that's where an argument happened in the middle of the street, and the victim was shot and basically left for dead on the road here. Earlier, police said that his brother told him that he was going to go talk to someone about money. Chief William McManus said that there was an issue regarding money, but did not give us much details on that situation, how the argument went down. But the chief did make a mention of just the amount of gun violence that has been taking place over the past couple of weeks and months. Let's go ahead and hear what Chief William McManus had to say.
We've got a young man that went to meet somebody, an altercation developed, and he was shot, which is happening way too often in the city here. People are settling disputes, whatever the dispute may be, with gunfire.
Yeah, the chief there just talking with us a little while ago about this shooting. And again, a 15-year-old boy is dead here. And guys, just to let you guys know, this shooting happened literally down the street from a couple of schools that were placed on modified lockdown. That would be Sol Ross Middle School and Esparza. So both schools, again, on modified lockdown. And we're told that one of those schools here, Sol Ross, has actually been let go, but the other one, Esparza, was still in that lockdown for the moment. That means that parents had to come actually get kids out of their area. So we will continue to follow this shooting and give you the very latest.
So that was her younger brother, Ethan Soto. His name was Ethan Soto. So Ethan, unfortunately, was killed by a young man who is 17 years old, who claimed that he was set up by Kyle's trying to get Dexter out of here. So I'm going to show you the next thing. So when they caught his killer, the brother's killer, it came out that they lured him out of the house by another young lady. A young gal was used to lure Ethan out of his home because the murderer in this situation claimed that Ethan had robbed him over guns or drugs, excuse me. So they lured Ethan out of his home, not far away from his home, and then shot and killed him. But when he was sentenced, I'm going to show you what happened during that. This poor family has been through hell and back. And I'm trying to give a bigger picture of there's a lot of situations going on around this particular one. So on both sides of the family, on Matthew's side and on Savannah's side, that is where a lot of the speculation and rumors are stemming from. This is the murderer of Ethan. Yet they were not taking this lightly. I mean, he was 15 when he was gunned down.
Crazy.
This is where the retaliation rumors and the gang activity and stuff, a lot of that is coming from, is because the brother's murder not long ago, then the brawl in the courtroom between, the murderer and the family members. There's been a lot of stuff that led up to, unfortunately, today. And you can't just ignore all of this stuff because, unfortunately, in those lifestyles, a lot of this stuff continues to run high. Emotions were running extremely high. So now we're going to go back to Savannah's situation. I just kind of wanted to lay a little bit of a pattern here and a foundation to give you understanding of why these rumors are circulating and why emotions are running so high and why people from both sides, Matthews and Savannah's, have been, well, you live this type of lifestyle and you live this type of lifestyle. And it started to get very messy. Social media played a really big role in things. In fact, Savannah's sister-in-laws, who are married to her brothers, they've been a big part of on social media. They had a huge involvement. And then Matthew's brothers also took to social media, did live streams, admitted that Matthew had lived a very risky lifestyle and that he had a lot of enemies. There has been posts made showing stuff of him, bragging about his involvement in potentially selling drugs and other things. There was a lot of pictures with him flashing big wads of cash. So I'm going to take you to one of today's news articles. We'll listen to this and then we'll talk a little bit further about where things stand, and we'll play the press conference from Chief McManus.
We start with breaking news tonight. A tragic end in the search for Savannah Soto, the 18-year-old pregnant Leon Valley woman missing since Friday. It was just yesterday. Authorities issuing a clear alert believing Soto may be in danger.
You know what? That might have played the wrong one. Hold on. Hold on. I didn't even realize that. Hold on. Let me see if it did play the wrong one. Give me 1 second. I might have had the wrong tab open for you guys and it might have gotten the wrong one. Give me a second.
Megan Reyna joining us live from the scene. She has been following this story since Sunday night. I've been watching her work it all day, and now she has the latest from the 5900 block of Danny Kaye. Megan.
Well, Marvin, this is, like you said, a heartbreaking ending to this story. We have confirmed through the family of Michael Guerra that both Savannah and Michael's bodies were found here at the apartment complex inside of a vehicle. Police have not confirmed this yet to us, but they said that police told them this.
I will correct that in a second, y'all. It grabbed the wrong one. I was on the wrong screen and you guys were watching the other one. Hold on. Sorry about that. We'll play the rest of this and then I will correct that one. Excuse me.
Information, and we have seen a lot of emotions out here in this apartment complex. Both families, of course, of the two out here speaking with police. I'm going to step out. You can see Leon Valley is now on scene. Originally, San Antonio police were the ones responding to this call. And it really was an effort by Savannah and Michael's family today. They were searching all day for clues, looking for the vehicle that they were last seen in. And were told by family members that they got a word the vehicle could be actually here at this apartment complex. And we're assuming, and we can't confirm this yet, but that is what eventually led the police to discover their bodies inside of that vehicle. Again, this is coming from family. We are waiting for police to confirm this information to us. Savannah, of course, was a week past due her pregnancy whenever she didn't show up to her hospital appointment Saturday night to be induced. And so that's when her mother knew something was off. She was supposed to be in that room when she delivered her baby boy. And so she filed that missing persons report on Saturday night with Leon Valley Police. And that's, of course, what started this missing persons investigation. Michael Guerra was actually confirmed missing today with Leon Valley Police. And now we have confirmed with his family, again, through what they said, police told them that the both of them have been found inside a vehicle. We haven't confirmed if that's the vehicle that police had put out on that clear alert. But again, this is a heartbreaking update, a developing situation. And like I said, both families just very, very emotional right now. We're going to continue to follow this, though, for you as the night goes on. Reporting live, Megan Reyna, KINS 5.
Tough resolution. Megan, we're going to come back.
So currently, right now, they have been found. Again, we will watch the press conference that was given shortly after this. But here is the video. I don't know why it played the other one. I still don't know why that happened. Sorry about that, you guys. And I was on the other screen, so I wasn't even paying attention to it. So this is the actual video that I wanted to show you guys of the brawl. So this is the actual brawl. Disregard the other one that I showed you. I don't even know how that came up. This is good.
First at 5, family members of a murdered teenager accused of attacking the man on trial for it right in the middle of
I didn't think it was bad enough. So this is the actual family member. So Savannah's younger brother that was murdered. This during the courtroom situation, this was the brawl that broke out. The other one wasn't near enough stuff going on, but I thought it was a different angle. Nope, this is the right one. Excuse me, I will rewind.
The Bexar County courtroom. 4 people, including 2 minors, now charged with assault as well as impeding a court proceeding after this melee in the 144th District Court. Dylan Collier live now with how this attack unfolded. Unbelievable, Dylan.
Certainly is, Ursula. This was supposed to be a routine hearing for defendant Victor Rivas, charged with killing 15-year-old Ethan Soto in May of last year. But footage shows Soto's family had other ideas this morning. Rivas, who was handcuffed and placed in the jury box, was repeatedly struck with closed fists after members of Soto's family jumped over a partition and
This is the right one. Again, excuse me for playing the wrong one on that. This is the correct one.
attacked him in the jury box. Deputies said Rivas had gestured towards Soto's family after being brought into court. Rivas was charged last fall, months after San Antonio police said he killed Soto as an act of revenge for a drug robbery. Administrative Judge Ron Ronhell said these type of violent outbursts can happen from time to time.
Think about courtrooms. You're bringing in victims of violent crimes with people that are accused of committing those crimes. And so oftentimes courtrooms can become powder kegs. One little spark can ignite.
And this was certainly one of them. Rivas was checked out by paramedics at the courthouse for a facial injury. 4 people, 2 of them minors, will be charged with assault causing bodily injury and impeding a court proceeding. Both of those are Class A misdemeanor charges. Judge Ronhell confirmed Judge Michael Mary hit the panic button and left the courtroom as he's been instructed to do during situations like this. No court staff members were hurt during the brawl. Reporting live, Dylan Collier, KSAT 12 News.
Okay, so that is the previous situation. That is what happened while after the brother was shot and killed. This is what transpired in the courtroom. So there has been high emotion surrounding this situation. Yeah, I'm sorry that I pulled the wrong one, you guys. I probably shouldn't be even talking tonight because I'm just not even there, but this is an important case, but please disregard the other one I showed you guys that I don't even know how that came up. That's interesting as hell that I was able to pull something like that, but very close. But I was hearing it and I'm like, that's not chaotic enough because this one was extremely chaotic. So there has been a lot of tension going on surrounding these families. This lifestyle isn't something that a lot of people understand, and it plays a heavy role. And I'll renew mine.
Go back to that breaking news story that we brought you at the top of this newscast regarding the death of pregnant teen Savannah Soto. That press conference is underway right now.
So this is the press conference that just took place recently. So you've seen the brother was shot and killed. He was 15 years old. Savannah and her boyfriend and unborn child go missing when she didn't show up to be induced on Saturday. A missing persons case she was reported missing. A clear was issued. The family members started looking all over. There was a lot of tension and speculations and allegations being thrown all over social media between Matthew's family and Savannah's family. Savannah and Matthew have a previous history of DV, which you can look up yourself. We will go into this as it gets further down the road. But unfortunately, tragically right now where it stands, and you will hear that in this, all 3 of them, Savannah, Matthew, and their unborn child, are deceased. They were found deceased. According to law enforcement, they are investigating this as a murder because it is a very perplexing crime scene. And I will tell you some of the rumors that are circulating that are the reasons why he's calling it perplexing, in my opinion. I'm going to play now the law enforcement interview.
Let's listen.
Very perplexing crime scene. And detectives right now are looking at this as a possible murder. And, but we don't know for sure. So again, because of the complexity, the complex crime scene, We can't say for sure what we have. Questions?
How many people were found?
Two. There are two people in the car.
Are they dead?
They are deceased.
So he's not going to confirm the identity because it's early on. They had just been found a few hours before this press conference, and the family has confirmed. So law enforcement is waiting for the official word from the coroner's office. Of course, you know, they have things that they have to go through. Unfortunately, what happened was somebody else who was out searching notified the family that they found the car, and the family was able to already confirm that they were found in the 2013 Kia. Thank you, Katie K. Thank you so much. They were found in the Kia, and you will see some of that coming up. There has been no further anything on this Cadillac that the mom talked about in social media posts. So far, no video footage has been released to confirm what she said. That's why I'm saying, like, there's so much speculation and rumors around this. They had confirmed that the Kia was the car that they were in, and that's what they were found in. So there's been so much to weed through the ins and outs of this story. It's really sad.
And we believe that it is the missing woman and her boyfriend, but we can't confirm that right now officially until the medical examiner takes a look at the bodies and makes that determination as to their identity.
So that missing woman was pregnant. Do you have any update on the baby?
No, I mean, I can't say for sure. I'm not going to say anything officially about whether the person in the vehicle was pregnant or is pregnant. I can't say that officially, so I'm not going to. We have to wait for the medical examiner to say anything officially. But we do believe that the two individuals are the female who was missing and her boyfriend.
Any weapon inside the car?
We don't know that yet. We have not been able to move the bodies.
Is it a Kia Optima?
Yes, it's the car that was described as the boyfriend's.
So the Kia Optima, the boyfriend's car.
Can we call in about the car?
Yes, the family did.
He just confirmed that the family did. So there was many people out searching. Yeah, mother of two boys. We are going to talk about that too. So there has been a lot of, like we've been talking about, there is just so much history here. You've got a 15-year-old little boy being shot not long ago. Then now the sister goes missing. There's previous DV with the boyfriend who allegedly has connections to potential drug involvement and flashes big amounts of money, and the family, like there's just been so much going on here. But the family unfortunately was alerted by somebody who was searching that came across the car or came upon the car. It's said to be about 18 minutes from their home is where the car was located.
They were alerted that the car was here, and they phoned it in. I don't know exactly what time it came in.
How long they may have been here for?
We're thinking possibly for 3 or 4 days.
When he was asked how long they'd been there for, he says potentially 3 to 4 days. So Saturday, she doesn't show up for her induction. The last known time, according to what's being stated. Now that timeline's going to get way tighter, and they're going to start filling in gaps because it was a holiday weekend. They weren't able to access a lot of the video camera footage. There's going to be a lot more that comes into play. But one of the statements has been they were seen leaving on Saturday from their apartment, Matthew and Savannah, around 11 o'clock in the Kia. That is what was stated. Now could change a whole lot. Like there is so much in this that could change, but they were found by somebody searching on one of these searches. The family was notified. The family called it into police. Just so everybody is aware, there is a lot of changes that should be anticipated coming in this story.
So who exactly found the car?
I don't know exactly who found it, but the parents were alerted by someone the family was alerted by someone who came across the vehicle.
We know that the alert obviously went out in Leon Valley, but there have
I believe we became aware of it, but the this being originating in Leon Valley, that's why I came out from there. The alert, clear alert.
Was there ever any indication that SAPD should have put out a clear alert of them?
No.
So are y'all leaving this investigation to Jack if you have Valley still involved in investigation?
No, we are. Well, if there's any information that Leon Valley has, our detectives will work with Leon Valley on that. But the case is an SAPD case right now.
What can you say to the Soto and the other families who are here today?
What can I say to them? Exactly what I just told you.
Can you imagine how hard this is for him? He was the very chief of police when he had to give the notification to the Soto family about Ethan being murdered. And now, once again, they have another child. I just can't even imagine. 15 and 18 years old. And Matthew, too. He stated to be 22. Last I found anything factual, I think he's 22, right in that area.
What makes this complex?
Pardon?
What makes this a complex?
I don't want to go into details about that, but again, I will repeat that it appears to be a very complex crime scene, very perplexing crime scene.
One more question, guys. One more question.
Was the FBI ever involved in this investigation? Or is anybody else going to be involved with complexity or anything?
No, not unless we reach out to them, but no.
Any of them live here, or why would they be here?
Any what?
Do you know why they were here?
No, I don't.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
All right, you've been listening in on a press conference given by San Antonio Police Chief William McManus, the police chief confirming what we already knew from the family of Savannah Soto, and that is that 2 people were found dead in a car at an apartment complex at the Med Center today. The chief stopped short of identifying Savannah and her boyfriend, but said that it was indeed the female who has been missing and her boyfriend. The chief also calling this a complex and perplexing crime scene. He also said that it is being investigated as a possible murder and that the bodies appear to have been there for the past 3 to 4 days. Again, we have a crew there on the scene continuing to gather more information. We will have more on this developing news story throughout this newscast and tonight at 10.
So there has been a lot that has been said. So one of the rumors, and I'm going to address this, I tend to stay away from this. Anna Maria, that's a great question because according to the mom of Matthew, she mentioned a Cadillac. So there's going to be a lot of details that come out that really tighten things up. They're going to have video stuff that now that they know where the Kia was found, there's going to be a lot that takes place that's going to change a lot of information. They are currently investigating it as a murder. Part of the rumors circulating right now is that, and please understand when I state this, that I'm only doing so because these rumors are circulating and could be potential for why they're calling it a complex or perplexing situation. Part of the reason for that, in my opinion, is because the rumors circulating that they potentially were tied up. That was something that was stated pretty early on, because remember, a search party found them, called the family. So there was time, the family were on scene there when all of this was unfolding. People were coming to the scene because the family was alerted by searchers. So unfortunately, people did see. There was initial confusion because one of the sister-in-laws made a post that they found her. She was in very, very bad shape. So people were thinking, oh my goodness, she's alive. But there has been so much speculation and rumors flowing, and please understand that none of that is confirmed. Not a single thing. The only thing that's confirmed is, unfortunately, the 3 of them, Matthew, Savannah, and their unborn child, Fabian, were found deceased. The exact cause, the exact reason, the cars that were all involved, who could have been involved. There's rumors about the father going into the apartment potentially during this timeline. There's just things being thrown out right and left on all of this. And now that law enforcement unfortunately has more of a confirmed timeline, they will be checking things off as they go. They'll get video surveillance. They'll be able to really tighten things up. So we have to sit back and wait, because what could look like a murder, right now, it could change. And so that's why law enforcement, in my opinion, and you guys can have your own too, is really being hesitant to release a whole lot of information, because the family was on the scene when law enforcement got there. Like, they called it into law enforcement. There was vehicles that were taking pictures that were there, that were posting them to Facebook before law enforcement was on scene. That's what there were people that, internet detectives that were out trying to help find these kids that were there. Initially, the news media had reported that they had temporary tags on the car. Well, that wasn't correct. They actually had the license plate. They picked them up on December 7th. There's a whole lot that's going to change as time goes on. So please keep that in mind as you're listening to all this speculation. And again, I'm sorry that I played the wrong courtroom brawl, but I wanted to lay out that there's a lot of stuff going on in this case. There is definite involvement in high-risk lifestyles. There is definite questions from all sorts of things, but the tragedy lies right now that you have two young children. I mean, they barely got their lives going, and an unborn baby that were murdered, potentially, senseless around the holidays, after they buried the 15-year-old brother not long ago. This is really unfortunate. There is nothing about this situation that is. Matthew's family and Savannah's family are both going through complete and utter tragedy right now. And there's been a lot of accusations being thrown out about, their relationship. There has been some bold accusations made over the weekend about what happened, how it was done, all of this stuff. There has just been, emotions are extremely high. So thank goodness for the people searching. They were able to locate them, but it has been. So they were in an apartment complex close to the med center. Yes. They didn't release. There's actual area footage, Linda Lou, you can go find. They actually did a helicopter around the apartment complex. The part of the apartment complex that the car was found in is kind of on the back end of the apartment complex, tucked back in there. But close to the med center. They said it's about 18 minutes from their actual home where the car was found. There's a lot of speculation about how the car was found. The trunk was popped in one of the pictures. We don't know if the searchers popped the trunk, if the family popped the trunk. There's just so much. And because they were able to get footage of all of this stuff, local people were able to get this and put it on social media. It's just been circulating like crazy. Anybody else have any questions I can answer? We will continue to cover this as it unfolds, because it was unfolding 20 minutes. I think it was about 20 minutes. And when I posted my thumbnail and my title for my video earlier, I was just going to do a segment on her missing and try to get the awareness out there, because it's such a tragic story. I mean, she was supposed to be induced. What are the chances that this is just horrifying? And my heart breaks for those families going through the holidays, losing one, but now losing the other daughter. I can't even imagine what these families are going through. It is just horrible. But within 20 minutes, there was new information that said she was potentially found. And then it was stated by one of the family members that she was just in bad shape. So people thought she was alive. And then other people were reporting that she had passed away. And it was just complete and utter chaos. And it continues to be. There's been family members doing live streams and fighting. There actually had to be police presence on scene because emotions were so high and family members were starting to brawl. So it's been a long weekend for this family, all of them. And my heart breaks for all of them. So we don't know exactly the details yet. So please keep in mind that when you go out there, and if any creators do the dumb thing like I just did and show you the wrong video, There is a video. The brawl absolutely happened. Yeah. Yeah, the family has asked for privacy too. The family members were getting death threats. They were getting blamed. Matthew's family were getting blamed. They were, and he was like, yeah, he's got enemies. This is it. It was just heartbreaking. The whole entire thing has been absolutely heartbreaking. And to think that they lost the 15-year-old to senseless gun violence too. So it's this ongoing situation that doesn't seem to end. I don't know where we'll end up. They could come out and say it's something totally different than they think today too. Law enforcement is they're keeping things very close to the vest, and that's probably a good thing. But we don't know who potentially is involved, what the reasons for the involvement are. Hopefully with them being able to gather the video surveillance and everything like that, a lot of people are thinking it's revenge of something. Yeah. But something of what? You've got her family that's been involved in a lot of stuff. You've got his family involved in a lot of stuff. 3 to 4 days. Yeah. Yeah, Jane says. So you think about that. She was supposed to be induced on Saturday to Sunday, Sunday to Monday, Monday to Tuesday. 3 days. Close to the med center. Were they on their way to the hospital and made a stop to meet somebody? Were they taken? We don't know. And his family came out strong and said, they didn't believe that he would ever be involved. Like, they had a rocky relationship. He had a high risk lifestyle, basically. I'm paraphrasing kind of what they've said, but that wasn't, they had the nursery set up, everything. And when she didn't show up for her scheduled induction, things just kind of went south. Oh, all of them. I'm telling you guys, the social media reaction to this has been strong and volatile, like on both ends. Like, it has just been accusations thrown everywhere, and YouTubers getting involved and making blatant allegations. Not so much YouTubers, I would say more TikTok and Facebook this time. But I do too, Sheila. I really hope that the families can come together and be there for each other. And it's a tragic story. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about before I get off here? I didn't want to keep this long. Sorry, again, I'm going to apologize 500 times for playing the wrong video, but those of you that wonder what his name was Ethan Soto, if you guys want to search. Ethan Soto was the younger brother that was killed. So not only was it hard enough for them to spend the holidays without him, but then Savannah went missing, and here they are. Yeah, Nisi, it's a lifestyle, and so many people on YouTube joke around about it. I've never talked about a lot of stuff, but it's not a joking matter. Unfortunately, this is a lot of people's realities. Like, this is the world that exists, and it's real. It's not a joke. Like, these things happen. Celeste, it's very sad. Absolutely. Hey, Liz. Yeah, please, for all of them. Oh, Nisi, I can't even believe I did that. I was looking at them because I have them all like pulled up here, and the one was just circling. So I don't even know how I did that. Blame it on the cold beds. No, blame it on me. But if anybody needs the right ones, this is what it is again. Here, let me show you guys one more time so you guys have the right one. I don't even know how I did that. This is the right one. So this is the video that shows the actual brawl in the courtroom.
First at 5, family members of a murdered teenager accused of attacking the man on trial for it right in the middle of a Bexar County courtroom.
Yeah, so that's the right video. So that is, it's no joke. Like, he was 15. I can't even imagine being in that situation and having to go to court and face the the kid, he was 17, who murdered my 15-year-old son, and they lured him out of his house by using a young girl to act like she was wanting to buy weed from him. That's how they lured him out. Thank you, KNS. Thank you guys again. Katie and KNS, thank you both so much. I appreciate your support. Yeah, this is a really sad one. This is a really horrifying one. Yes. Yeah. Please understand that Am's right. She said, I encourage everyone before speaking on something, make sure it's a fact. Consider the source and do your research. The rumors are so damaging. And this is affecting real people's lives. Like, the families are going through enough. The emotions are so high. And rumors, I've never seen something this bad so fast. Like, in 24 hours, just watching the speculation, the rumors, these are people's real lives. We don't know what is to come. We don't know exactly the details. And that's a good thing that law enforcement is keeping this close to the vest. But these are damaging rumors. Like, these could get people killed rumors, if you make sense of all of this. Like, these aren't little kid games. These are life and death situations. And there's already been too much tragedy in both of their families. It doesn't need to continue on. We don't know who's going to be held responsible for this. We don't know if the rumors or speculation about how they were found is true. We don't know. There's just so much we don't know. And I know that it's social media and people love to go wild with speculation and all their theories and what could have. These are real lives, people. And this is not a game. Retaliation, revenge, and that type of lifestyle is a big deal. We're talking a pregnant lady, a 9-month pregnant lady who was supposed to get induced on Saturday, was shot, or I don't know, excuse me, potentially, however she was killed or whatever happened. She was pregnant. That takes a whole type of a 15-year-old. Her 15-year-old brother was shot and killed by a 17-year-old. Like, these are real lives. And excuse me, I shouldn't have said shot. I just was thinking of the brother. These are huge things. These are massive issues that could destroy people's lives and are really, yeah, it takes a whole special type of something to be able to shoot or harm a pregnant lady. I don't know. I can't even imagine how else. My brain just won't even go there to think of like how else. I don't want to think about tortured and a 9-month pregnant lady. Anything's torture, but yeah, mother of 2 boys. It is like, I don't know why I keep thinking that. I just, like, we don't know what's going to come of this. There's somebody in the comments that said something earlier about what they're claiming about the pregnancy. There's so much being circulating that absolutely the perfect storm. Absolutely. In previous DV situations, and leaving DV situations when people are pregnant before, that is one of the highest risk times too. Like, there's just such a mess here. Yeah, I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine. Both of their families are just, I feel so bad for both of them because it's the holidays are hard enough as is. Can you imagine dealing with all of this? And all of the speculation that they're trying to weed through on Facebook. Oh my God. You could sit and watch those Facebook groups or like the true crime Facebook groups that are ran by some of these huge YouTubers. Disgusting. Pure disgusting speculation. These are people's real lives. And some of those accusations that they let people throw out could get somebody killed. They absolutely could, because they're boldly making accusations about who did it, who's responsible for it. They don't have any control or stop. It sucks. It's stupid. Right? Yep. Absolutely right. It's just sad. It's really fucking sad. It's so sad. But anyways, with that, I hope you guys all have a great night. Oh yeah, supernatural crime. And they'll still continue to say that. They will still continue to. I've seen titles on YouTube now. What in the Brian laundry do we have here? What are you helping anybody? Why, if you're so interested in true crime, what are you doing? Why not just send healing energy and your thoughts and whatever else you want to do for the families? They have to bury an 18-year-old and a 22-year-old. One of the families just buried a 15-year-old. What are you doing to help that? You know, these true crime creators say, oh, you know, we're trying to help the victims, give the voice to the victims. That's not giving a voice to the victims. That's causing more damage. No, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. It's gross. And y'all know how I get on my soapbox and that shit pisses me off because these are real lives. And a 9-month, you know, full-term pregnancy, full term. His name was Fabian. His name was Fabian. They had his name picked out, his nursery done. So I'll leave you with that thought. But please keep, if you are the praying type, please keep the Guerra family and the Soto family in your prayers. They're going to need it. The upcoming weeks, months, and years ahead are going to be extremely hard because not only has one of the moms lost two of her children and a grandchild, but the other family has lost their son, their daughter, and their grandchild too. There's 2 families that are hurting so much right now. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful night, and I will see you guys soon. I will continue to try and keep up to date on this story and as things come out. But you guys know how I am. Unless it's factual and coming from law enforcement and can be confirmed with court reports, confirmation from law enforcement, I'm not going to be one of these channels that just comes on here to speculate about what could be, what should be, what might have happened. That's not how I run with this stuff ever. Amethyst would smack me upside the head with a shoe if I did. Oh, these stories impact so many people, but we need to keep it in mind that these stories have victims, and unfortunately this one has a lot. So have a great night, y'all. See you soon.